And we welcome you here to Long Family Field on the campus of Stuart Country Day School of the Sacred Heart for some live field hockey live on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Glad you could join us for this matchup between Stuart and Pennington. Early season matchup between the Stuart Tartans coming out in their home white jerseys with the green numbers, and they'll be moving left to right. The Pennington Red Raiders from right to left in the black jerseys with red numbers. As the rain begins to fall just as we start this game, so the conditions will be slick. It might affect the way that the ball is moving across the turf. But we are off and running here as Stuart and Pennington do battle. Up ahead, it's Stuart. All the way into the corner, it's Molly Shore who centers it, but can't get it through. It's hit back out to the near side where Shore will give a chase and put it back in play for the Tartans. And here's a kick save as Stuart was able to get one on net. It'll pop back out, and the Tartans continue to control. They have played one game thus far this season. And Virginia Lee Cardin fighting for the Tartans as it pops back out. And it's Claire Seward who is able to win possession for Pennington. Starting lineup for the Pennington Red Raiders, Claire Seward, the left wing. Center, Emma Van Cleef. Right wing, Julia Waken. And left mid, Danielle DeMeglio. Right mid, Molly Nelson. Defense for Pennington, Jackie King. Left back, center back is Kate Ream. Right back, Shay Calhoun. And the stoppers in Sophia Cano and Gabby Cano. With the goalkeeper and Emily Barkley. But it's Stuart on the attack, and another shot that goes wide. It'll be Stuart ball here on a short corner. Or so I thought, and I think Stuart thought initially, but it's going to go back over to Pennington as they'll restart from the top of the circle, the half circle. And the Red Raiders look to work it up the right side. Slap back in, looking ahead for number 25 and Caroline Johnson for Stuart. And Johnson will retrieve. And it'll be Stuart ball here at the top. So just 3 minutes into this one, and Stuart has had possession for pretty much the whole time as they give it away here. And again, they're able to take it back. Trying to keep possession are the Tartans. Caroline Mullen. And here's a hit ahead and another whistle. As this one played through to the corner. And Anna Gill trying to get by her defender. And Jackie King. Should be Pennington ball here coming out. Stuart starting lineup. Go over that in a moment when we have a chance. As bringing it in is Caroline Mullen, doing well, and Mullen getting a shot on and a score into the far post. Set up by Mullen. And she may get credit for that goal in the end, and it's the Tartans who score first here on their home field, 1-0. So Stuart's starting lineup. The attackers will be Caroline Johnson, Catherine Martin, Molly Legay, and Molly Shore. In the midfield, Anna Gill, Caroline Mullen, and Caitlin Mugnani. And the defenders in Adriana Palmer, Priscilla Francois, and Bree Williams, the goalkeeper, in Emma Shaw. So we have not seen anything from her quite yet, as Stuart has kept the possession, or at least the ball, in the attacking half. Two halves in this one, 30 minutes apiece, as Pennington looks to get something going out of their defensive zone. But Stuart doing well once again to force the turnover. This one courtesy of Caitlin Mugnani. It's taken back by Pennington, and a good run up the far side for the Red Raiders. And Julia Wakin centered and goes over the line. It'll be Stuart ball coming out. Stuart ball after, or Pennington ball after the battle there. Shea Calhoun brings it in for Pennington. And up on the attack are the Red Raiders, trying to match the early goal. Scored by Caroline Mullen. Just about 4 minutes into the game. And we'll have our first short corner. So a good chance for Pennington here to equalize that opening goal.
Go Pennington!
It's Julia Wakin who puts it in, but a little soft, though the Red Raiders are able to retain possession. Good work by number 22 and Kate Reen, the defender. Then ultimately taken away by Stuart, and they draw the foul. They'll turn it over here in the midfield. Violation against Caitlin Mugnani. Another Pennington restart. So Stuart takes over here, and good space utilized by the Tartans as they give chase and get possession back with Molly Legay. And it'll be Stuart Tartan's ball as that violation occurred inside the arc. So a short corner will come. And Anna Gill will do the honors. Standing at the top in the middle is Mullen, and they put it right on the stick of Mullen, who winds up, shoots. There's a rebound out in front, and still loose here as the Tartans look to finish it off, but ultimately Pennington will take over possession. Good opportunity there as a good ball was delivered in to Caroline Mullen. She got some good steam on that one, but the goaltender and Emily Barkley with a good kick save. Stuart looking to take it right back. As Caroline Johnson and the Tartans now have it. A dangerous ball goes right across the goal mouth as it was slapped in off the stick of number 22 and Anna Gill. So the Tartans threatening here after scoring the opening goal. A couple of good chances in the last couple of moments, as they have not made things easy for Pennington clearing out of their defensive zone. And yet again, they force another turnover. Though good play there on the far side by Pennington's number 21 and Julia Wakin to take it away. And Red Raiders will be able to get their soldiers up the field as the whistle blows, and they'll restart right about midfield. Lot of space here up the left side for Stuart. Caroline Johnson doing well there, running the break, and the ball out of bounds. Stuart to reset. Magnani gets it back in, looking for Johnson. And Pennington will now take over, though. It's the Tartans who take it back. This whistle called against Anna Gill. Ball comes here to the near side for what seemingly has been the first time all game. A lot of play on the far side so far. The first 11 minutes or so. And a Pennington restart, though the ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be Stuart to reset. And onto the stick of Caroline Mullen, who splits two defenders, looks upfield. And a successful pass, though it goes through the stick of Molly Shore. I think we're going to have some off and on rain throughout this one. It was raining as hard as it had all day right at the start. But since then, it has dried up. So nothing falling down from the sky as we speak right now, but that could very easily change. A lot of weather in the area the last couple of days. As this ball comes out of bounds, cleared away by Pennington. Stuart will keep it in their offensive zone. And it comes yet again, another kick by Barkley to clear it away, and then the second chance is deflected and goes out of bounds. So Barkley doing well, a couple of good saves. Another chance set up by Anna Gill. But Mullen's goal still the only one on the board. 12 minutes into the game as there's a trip from behind. Guilty party is Sammy Mooney of Pennington. And here's Anna Gill. Gill centering, looking for somebody on the other side. Stuart retains. Mullen has it, trying to find some space to rip it from the top. And she hit it with the offside of her stick, and the violation called. Pennington takes over. Switch of the field to the far side for the Red Raiders as they try to clear the zone, but unable to do so. Caitlin Magnani makes them pay, and here's Anna Gill among three Pennington players, able to get it through towards the fan. And a kick against Stuart. So the Tartans continue to threaten. No real chances for the Red Raiders thus yet, with the exception of the one short corner they did have. As this one gets through the 5-hole, and it's going to be knocked in for a goal for the Stuart Tartans. Caroline Johnson able to put it home. Put the finishing touches on that one as it pinballed all around the goal mouth area. And we'll have a timeout called by Wendy Morris of Pennington as Stuart takes a 1-goal lead. And we'll take a step aside. And so back we come here, a 2-0 game for Stuart Country Day School of the Sacred Heart. Couple of Caroline scoring, Caroline Mullen, the first goal, and Caroline Johnson, the second. And it's been all Tartans here so far in the first half, 14 minutes into the game. As Stuart remains in the offensive zone. Tapped ahead, looking to get forward was Molly Legay. And Caroline Mullen with some strong stick work, but a little too aggressive as she gets called for the violation. And ahead it comes for Pennington. Good chance for Claire Seward, but she lost it a little too far out in front. And the Tartans defend away with Adriana Palmer. Up forward it comes, and checking back nicely is number 28 and Emma Gary. Gary here on the near side, shielding her body, and eventually poked away. Good work by Stuart, and now it's Legay who kicked it a little mishandled there, as that was a good chance for Stuart if she was able to field it cleanly. They had numbers. Here comes Pennington as it's knocked away. Once again, good, strong defense by Virginia Lee Cardin. This time it's Jackie King trying to win one for Pennington. The whistle comes, it'll be Red Raiders ball. Forward it comes. And it's Anna Gill. Another good centering pass for Gill, but it's defended cleanly away by Pennington. That was Gabby Cano. One of the stoppers as Cano is keeping her eyes on the ball, rotating over. And once again, it's Cano who clears it away. And does so right into the stick of Claire Seward. And Seward able to draw the foul. So Pennington does well defensively there. Trying to get it forward. Seward running up the left side, but here comes Stuart back the other way yet again. This time with Priscilla Francois. What a run by her all the way into the fan. Francois gets it all the way towards the cage. And a forced kick there for Emily Barkley. Catherine Martin was right on the doorstep. This ball will trickle all the way into the corner and fought for there by a Pennington player and a Stuart player. It's Haley Sullivan who brings it back in for Stuart. And Mullen, who's been quite active here in the first half for Stuart. A little bit wide there. Stays in play. And back out to number 22 in Anna Gill. Gill's been very strong from the right side for Stuart. And able to draw a short corner to come for the Tartans. Looking to make this a 3-spot on the board. With 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Tried to get it to Caroline Mullen, number 10, who's right there in the left side of your screen. The last time they had a short corner, and they do get it to her again. She slides it over across the top. And a ground ball that won't get through. Pennington defends that short corner. Still deep in their own corner. They're having some trouble, and Stuart fighting for the ball. It'll be Pennington Red Raiders ball. So 0 for 2 on the short corners for Stuart. Forward it comes. This is Catherine Martin. And now Haley Sullivan. Cano clears. And here's Seward. As it deflects out of bounds. Pennington will take over. On an overcast day from Stuart Country Day School here in Princeton. Only about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes separating these two schools. It'll be Pennington ball after this errant restart. Catherine Martin getting aggressive. It's Gabby Cano in the back. Going across the field, but doing so successfully to Sammy Mooney. And she takes it across midfield, does Mooney. Gets past the defender, good work. Not past the second. And standing tall, Priscilla Francois. Good run here by Stuart. And Cano is going to get called for the violation. She was with her step for step. Excuse me, Emma Gary. But actually one of those good fouls to be called because it halted the momentum of Stuart. Anna Gill was on her horse. And now the Pennington Red Raiders will take over yet again. Under 10 minutes to play. 8:45 and counting. Chopped into the middle, and it's taken by Stuart. Caitlin Magnani drops it off for Caroline Mullen. Mullen taking the long way into the corner, now weaving it back. And now looking for the cross, and it's a good one and a dangerous one that falls out of bounds on the far side. It had it connected with a Stuart cross right in the goal mouth area. It likely would have been another goal for the Tartans. They do retain possession. And all the way back out to the line. Gill spinning around and getting one towards the goal. And it goes in. A score for Stuart. Anna Gill, the assist. Wasn't sure who got the finishing touches on it. I believe it was Catherine Martin. Stuart leading 3-0 now. 7:41 to go in the first half. Work by Caroline Mullen. And it's Gill for Stuart. Keeps possession, looks middle. And back it comes for the Tartans to the defense. Gill for Mullen. Space for Mullen, and she's looking to shoot it. Whiffs. Still keeps possession, though. And still a good chance for Stuart. Trying to backhand shoot that one. She sweeps it across. Barkley made the save. Here's another shot. This time it's chopped down in front, and Caitlin Magnani can't get it to go. But Pennington forced to foul Stuart there, and another short corner on its way from the Tartans. Get it to Mullins. Goes to the far side, and Gill with a hard shot along the ground. Barkley got a touch, and it skipped right in front. And Pennington able to get that one away, even though a whistle did come. So the Red Raiders restart from their own zone. Having a lot of trouble getting out of their defensive zone. It's been all Tartans here, all Stuart. Much improved team from last year. Priscilla Francois ahead for Haley Sullivan. Sullivan with room looking for a cross. Didn't get much on it. And Mullen again. Battling in the corner. Kick ball. Called against number 15 for Pennington. That's Shea Calhoun. So now the ball comes out of bounds. It'll be the very active Caroline Mullen to restart. Mullen turning around, looking to get an angle to shoot. Nothing there. And again, the ball trickles across the goal mouth. Molly Legay with a good ball, but no one on the other end. Mullen. No room to shoot for Mullen, but she gets through a couple of defenders and ultimately will get called for a violation. Asking the referee what it was, and not much of an argument. So Pennington will head back down right to left unless Stuart takes it away, which they do for the moment. Cano. Good ball from Cano up ahead. And Claire Seward trying to make things happen for Pennington. And Seward up the left side, tries to center. Can't get it by the Stuart defense. There to help Shea Calhoun. Calhoun will restart as that goes off of Haley Sullivan of Stuart last. There's Sullivan who intercepts the pass and heads the other way. Call Sullivan for the violation, and back we come for Pennington on the left side. It was Claire Seward who had it intercepted. Taken right off her stick by number 18 in Virginia Lee Carden. And Carden, as she went forward, and right into the chest of Pennington's Bella Pieteresi. She's okay. She's tough. She's a hockey player, field hockey player.
Let's go, Pennington!
And that'll be Stuart ball. Carden. We're going to give possession here to Pennington. 2 minutes left. 3-0 Stuart. Emma Gary for Pennington. Taken away by Stuart with a 3-0 lead, threatening to make it more. So 1 minute to go, and the Red Raiders will take over. One goes out of bounds. Still time for Stuart. Try to put another goal on the board. Here's Caroline Mullen, who scored the first goal for the Tartans. Priscilla Francois standing tall at the Stuart logo. And keeping possession for the Tartans, it's Mullen with a creative move to get past her defender, weaves her way into the fan, and still with possession is Mullen. 4 seconds left. She needs to get a shot off and quickly. And they're going to have a short corner, but the time runs out. Let's see what happens here. I think they might give one short corner with no time on the clock. So one opportunity here before the half ends for Stuart. And it's Caroline Mullen. Swinging it to the near side. And Pennington clears it out. That should do it for the half, and it does. 3-0 the score. The Tartans lead the Pennington Red Raiders. 3 goals by 3 different goal scorers for Stuart. Caroline Mullen, Caroline Johnson, and Catherine Martin all getting one into the back of the net. So we will come back for the second half here live on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Start of the second half here from Long Family Fields. Simon Rosenwasser here with you on the Play-by-Play Sports Network as the squads switch sides of the field. And the Tartans begin the second half with possession moving right to left. Goals in the first half by Caroline Mullen, Caroline Johnson, and Catherine Martin. And possession thoroughly dominated by the Stuart Tartans. Here's Catherine Martin, has it go through her legs. And an early chance for Stuart. It's cleared away. But here comes another one. Deflected off of Catherine Martin, and it looks like another short corner's going to be coming here for Stuart. Finish the half with a short corner opportunity. And Catherine Martin gets it into Catherine Mullen. And a blistering shot. There's a high stick by Molly Legay. But another short corner opportunity here. Martin plays it in this time to number 27. And here's Mullen, who gets a shot to the far post, still loose. And Stewart looks to hammer it home. It's Magnani who gets it towards the goal mouth. Martin shielding her body for some space, but it pops out to the far side. Stewart will once again have a free position. Pennington taking it up the left side, taken away by Mullen. Strong player. And in it comes. Magnani found Martin, who was posting up. Seems that Martin has been that presence right around the goal mouth, screening the goalie. And the ball comes out to Mullen, another blistering shot. But it goes wide, skims along the turf. No rain since very early on in this one. Still overcast here as Pennington tries to get this one forward. Stewart in the midfield, though, has been quite strong. And this time it's Caroline Johnson who has it in the corner. Johnson saves it from going out of bounds, or she tried to at least, and Pennington will take over. Jackie King plays trail. And Stewart has it with space. It's Caroline Mullen. Mullen eyeing her options. Catherine Martin down there in front of the goal mouth. Mullen taking the long way yet again, all the way into the fan. Still has it, and now the whistle blows. Be another short corner for Stewart. Take it from the far side. Bad angle that time for Mullen. Martin fighting for it. And back out it comes to the Tartans. Played back in. And Emma Gary doing the defending for Pennington. She's had to be active for the Red Raiders. Called for the violation here, and it'll be Magnani who plays it into Mullen. Mullen spinning back, coming towards the middle. Mullen shooting space, looking for a deflection, but it goes wide. But it's been a solid option for Stuart to have Mullen pull the trigger from the top. Was able to get the goal early on a similar play. And if not for getting the goal, the deflections and the ricochets that are ultimately to come off of her high velocity shots could help to lead for more chances for Stuart, who has a 3-0 lead. We are 5 minutes into the second half. Here's Martin again posting up, and she hits it with the back of her stick, and that's illegal, so we're coming the other way. Good work by Magnani. And Martin gives chase. Pennington on the far side trying to sweep it forward, nothing doing as Stuart gets to that ball first. Adriana Palmer keeps it in an advantageous area for Stuart. Here's Mullen. Shielding, double teamed, and ultimately has the ball taken away. There's Priscilla Francois trying to force it back in. The ball goes to Pennington on the restart here. Magnani in the midfield doing well. As Pennington takes over. Really no shots in the first half by the Pennington Red Raiders as the scoreboard goes off here at Long Family Field. Back on. All the way in for Mullen, looking for a shot and a save. Emily Barkley with another kick save. She's had a couple of nice ones. Tough to see that shot through the traffic as Mullen got it on cage. Magnani intercepts and finds Martin. Martin defended by Emma Gary. And she's going to go down. And it looks muscular. Going to say it might. Oh, she's clutching that knee. Not a good look there. Thought maybe she just took a shot in the knee from the cross, which would hopefully mean that she could shake it off in the moments to come. And she tried to get back up on her feet, and leg was not doing her any favors. So we will take a step aside as they tend to Catherine Martin. All right, so Martin walking off under her own power. That's good news for Stuart. And thinking that she may have just taken a shot off of one of the sticks of the Pennington player. And she looks like she's walking okay. And will be tended to on the far sideline. In the meantime, it'll be Stuart with a good opportunity here. It's Magnani right outside the arc. And Mullen, who takes it into the far corner. Mullen looking for a cross, no angle to do so. As with her step for step was Kate Reen. The ball will come back out. And Persuela Francois will do the honors for Stuart. Three to nothing the score here. All three goals coming in the first half. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. John Hasbrook, our camera operator. Live field hockey here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. We will have a number of select games streamed live here from Stuart Country Day School, both field hockey and volleyball. As the Tartans have controlled this one, the ball has been in their attacking zone, at least their attacking half, more times than not, well more times than not here throughout this game. As we're about 10 minutes into, approaching 10 minutes into the second half. Magnani defending and applies the foul. It's Cade Ream who tries to clear it away, but Magnani able to get it back. Here's Ream who gets it back. This time it's Mullen though. Ream still with possession, doing well and winning free hit here for Pennington. Red Raiders looking to string a couple of passes together. And trying to get this ball forward all the way up the right sideline. A perfect ball in the end for Kiki Stampy. And here's Stampy, taken away by Francois. And now Magnani, who's been strong today in the midfield for Stuart, both defensively and offensively. Has to play two roles when you're in the midfield, obviously. Up the far side goes Stuart. Wheels provided by Adriana Palmer. And the momentum of the ball stops right on the line. Sullivan plays it back. Whistle blows here as Palmer was involved. Class of 2022 for Stuart. It'll be a short corner here, and it'll be Adriana Palmer. Play this one in. Short pass to Mullen on the near side. Swings it over to Magnani. Back to Mullen. Defender loses her stick. And it will be yet another short corner here for Stuart as they continue to threaten. Different look from this short corner. They look at the sideline to get the play because Mullen was up on the short pass, looking for a short pass the most recent time. We've seen the long pass to her in the middle, and that's where she is now. Chopped in and a whistle. And they will replay it. May have been a false start there against Pennington. Molly Shore, the nearest to the ball. And it'll be Shore who goes in to relieve Adriana Palmer of her duties. And Shore who looks to play a good ball in. Palmer goes all the way back to the defense. They get it in to Mullen. Mullen slides it across to Magnani. Does not get through, but it was kicked. Shea Calhoun sacrificing her body. And it'll stay with Stuart on another opportunity here. So Molly Shore goes back. And it's Mullen who hits her right into the leg of her defender. It stays in play. I could hear the groans from number 22 and Kate Ream, who was on the wrong end of that hard shot. We've seen Mullen just firing it in there from the top. And there you see number 22 at your bottom of your screen. She's limping that one off. She'll be okay. They do have their shin guards on. But even so, you're going to feel the heat off the shot of Mullen. Pennington ball. Emma Gary to play it in. Almost halfway done the second half. And no goals scored here in the second frame. Still looking for their first shot are the Pennington Red Raiders. This one gets ahead, but not past Magnani. Is able to flatten her stick along the turf, make sure that ball doesn't get by her, and now it's Stuart on the attack with Mullen. Mullen working on Gary, and Emma Gary makes the play, but is called for the violation, so an opportunity to cross it if you're Mullen. Trying to tightrope along that baseline, and ball does trickle out of bounds. Looking at the far side, and Catherine Martin, who is running off her initial injury. She looks okay over there, which is good news. It's those muscle injuries you want to avoid, and it does not look like it's one of those. It may have just been a contusion after the stick went into her leg, as Stuart unable to get it through. A couple of kick saves by Emily Barkley. And now it's Mullen who slides it across. Francois, who can't field it cleanly. And back the other way goes Pennington, but Francois able to get back and do well to hustle. But she's called for the foul. But Francois on the far side uses her wheels and has possession. Gets it through, but a whistle. Mullen with possession. And Caroline Mullen loses it. Here's Bella Pederesi, who guides it out of bounds. 11.5 to play. And Priscilla Francois eyes her options as she brings this one in. Tries to get it forward and into the middle, but can't get it past the stick of the defender. A couple Stuart defenders cancel each other out. But Francois with good wheels to get back and then flattens her stick to take possession over, and then her stick goes flying as she tried to get forward. And the violation called against Pennington. Francois high in the air off the body of number 15 and Shea Calhoun. And the ball trickles out of bounds. Pederesi couldn't save. A lot of play on that far right side. Of course, the more natural side in field hockey is obviously the players cannot play with the back of their sticks. So they tend to favor the forehand, if you will. That ball goes off the back of Pennington's stick. Chance for Stuart here. Another whistle blows. As on the attack was number 11 and Molly Shore. Pennington trying to escape their own corner. Magnani now. Magnani gives it away in the middle. Goes back to defend. As this ball gets through. A good defense by Virginia Lee Cardin, or else Claire Seward would have been on the attack. Here is Seward up the left side. And Cardin again makes the play. Excuse me, that's Priscilla Francois. And look at those legs from Francois getting herself into an open area. But the violation called against her. Emma Gary with strong defense, trying to find Seward up the left side, but it trickles out of bounds into the Stuart bench. 7.5 to play. Molly Legay in the corner, gets through a defender, slides it across the goal line. And the ball fought for by Adi Mendriata. Got an injury here as the clock will stop at 6:52. An injured Pennington Red Raider. Might be Emma Gary, but I'm not sure. And we'll take a step aside as they tend to the injured Red Raider. All right, we'll come back with a short corner here for Stuart. 6:52 to play. And Mullen with a rocket into the back of the net. Caroline Mullen with goal number 2 on the game, the first of the second half. No doubt about it. Goal here with 6:43 to go. So the score 4-0 in favor of Stuart. She hadn't scored since 4 minutes into the game is when she got her first goal. Again, as we mentioned earlier, a tough shot to stop. Mullen from the point as Pennington tries to respond and get something going here. Time not on their side, and really haven't been able to muster much offensively. Stuart been playing very solid in the midfield and defense. Here the Red Raiders will have an opportunity. It's Kate Ream who's going to come up and restart. Mullen. Getting it into the corner, and Stuart with numbers yet again. There's a shot that's fanned on. The attempt from Haley Hawes, and Hawes gives chase again. Gets a touch here, and Hawes able to stop the momentum. Fighting for it on the far side, right on that end line. Stays in play. Now trickles out of bounds. Under 5 to play. And Stuart with possession. Mullen again looking for the far corner. And it's just off the mark. Looking for her third. Substitution here as the ball was retrieved. That ball went through the gate behind the goal. Shot from Mullen. So a little bit of extra time before they restart. Physical play by number 14 in Lauren Magnani. And here's Caitlin Magnani taking it away. And Caitlin into the near corner. Looking for a chance to cross. Trails it back to Mullen. Mullen with a touch towards the middle. Caitlin Magnani in the direction of Mullen. Another strong stick from Mullen. Able to find Mullen, but and the violation called, so Pennington takes over. But once again, it's Magnani who has been covering a lot of ground in the midfield, finding Lauren. And now it's Emma Gary for Pennington. And retrieving here, Caitlin Magnani. Priscilla Francois. And a foul called on Pennington. Under 3 to play. Mullen getting it towards the middle. Gary getting it towards the far side.
Let's go, Pennington!
Stuart getting it forward into a dangerous area. Shot comes on. It's kicked away by Barkley. And we'll have another short corner. Shot from Virginia Lee Carden. Mullen slides it across. Magnani winds up. A deflection. Barkley got enough with her foot to knock it to the side. Good save again from Barkley, who's had to be on her toes throughout this one. Magnani again. Good work to retrieve. Spinning it back towards the middle. Magnani lost possession.
Stay with it, stay with it! Way to go, Jay! Come on, Kate!
Coming towards the end of this one. Magnani does another good job of putting her stick down and taking possession. Emma Gary. Good defense there, trying to sweep it forward. Bree Williams playing defense there for Stuart. I may have been confusing Bree Williams and Virginia Lee Carden, 16 and 18. So apologies if that has been the case. These two jerseys, from where I'm standing, look quite similar, the 6 and the 8. Trying to get this one into the middle, and it's knocked away. With 6 seconds on the clock, that will just about do it, though there is a short corner. And we'll see if they play this one out. Looks like they will call it or not. Let's see. This was the situation at the end of the first half. There was a short corner when time expired, and they were able to play that short corner out, but Stuart will forego their short corner here. They'll go and mob their goaltender, who did not have to do much. Emma Shaw, though, with a clean sheet, a shutout. 4-0 the score. And the final here from Long Family Field. Thank you for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. And we will see you next time. Again, we'll have a grouping of select Stuart games, both in field hockey and volleyball, streamed throughout the fall. So stay tuned to the Play-by-Play Sports Network. For my camera operator, John Hasbrook, I'm Simon Rosenwasser. So long, everyone.